For my next video, I'd like to do one on the Samsung Galaxy browser. I know this has a lot of features and it could be turning out to be a very long video, but I want to kind of just highlight some of the most important ones that you'll use and go into how and why. And it's a very powerful browser, especially when you use it with your Samsung Galaxy. I'm of the mind that I like to use a Samsung Galaxy with the Samsung Galaxy apps. They're kind of made for each other, and very rarely do I veer from that. I try to stick with the apps that were made by Samsung for Samsung. So that makes sense. So a little background first off. A little preface, I am using the Samsung S26 Ultra, and I'm on One UI Beta 9, I think version 4, the most up-to-date one. And it's not done anything to the browser. So this browser, you're going to be capable of these things that were in like the S24, the S25, stuff like that. So let's get into it, as I like to say. So first off, the browser. Bottom, very, very bottom left, right here, is my browser. So start off, let's do this. If you tap and hold it, we have some other commands. Of course, you can remove it. You can view bookmarks, search web, search new tab, remove widgets. You can make widgets on some of your tabs, your favorites, information about it, all that good stuff. So typical of Samsung, there's multi ways to open this and do things with it, and tapping and holding is a pretty neat way to get a lot of quick features and functions out of any of your apps, for that matter, not just this one. So anyway, let's open the app, and we're going to mainly be concerned at the bottom. Of course, the top is your website, where you're at, and then the star on the left is to favorite it, add bookmarks. The lock means it's secure connection, HTTPS. If there's an S in your website, that means it's secure, usually. All kinds of different other information on the website. So website name, and then a refresh button if you want to refresh it. And that's primarily the top. Now, the top is just there for the browser. The bottom is where all the good stuff is going to work if you've set it up that way. So I'm going to go left to right so we can go forward and backwards, which there's no way of doing because I just started this. Home button, that's kind of where my home is on Amazon. So that kind of tells you what I do a lot of. Then the next one is your AI, which this is pretty cool. You can summarize your web page that you're on. You can translate it. You can read highlights aloud, or you can ask it, what is this I'm looking at? And I probably could have made that even more simple than that, but it's going to tell me what I'm actually looking at and detailed information about it. So I do a lot of 3D printing stuff, and this just so happens to be a PLA, polylactic acid filament. So, and it goes into high detail. Look at that, all the different things. And then it says, you know, it gives you, how does this color consistency of this filament compare to other brands? Are there any known issues? And blah, 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 blah. So you can go on and on and on and on with this. And that's AI for you. It's awesome when it works. So middle button, AI button. Next button is our favorites. And if you tap and hold it, yeah, we don't want that. If you tap and hold it, try it again. If you tap and hold it, you can do this. Add the current web page to your bookmarks, your quick access, your home screen, or your saved pages. So those are just what they mean. You can add it to your bookmarks. You can add it to a quick access section. You can add it to the actual home screen of the phone. So like if I have something that's like a package or whatever, I'll just show you. I have bottom left tracking, and I save this. That's an actual web page. So it'll come on my screen, and I favorite it so I don't have to go through my favorites and everything. I just put it on the desktop. So that's a really cool feature, I think. But you have to tap and hold, see, and not get your Google Assistant. You have to tap and hold on that, which sometimes it doesn't work, as you can see. There we go. So home screen, saved pages, those ones we've gone over. So if you just tap it once, that's your bookmarks. Okay, so I have my bookmarks page. You can go backwards back to the web page, but these are all my bookmarks. And then the dots, you can edit them, sort them, create another folder. So that button is primarily everything about your bookmarks. Adding to a bookmark, subtracting from a bookmark, bringing up bookmarks, etc., etc., etc. Okay, so the other one, 12 in a box, is 12 websites that I have open. And you can move them, rearrange them, take the rearrange tab, and you can move them to where you want. You can lock them, you can group them, you can close them. I don't obviously recommend having 12 websites in the background running at all times, so you can hit those three buttons, the three little buttons. I don't know, hope I didn't go too fast there. Upper right corner, the three dots, and we can do different things with this. So you can close all of them, create a tab group, select tabs, view of them, manage windows, reopen, auto close apps, secret mode, which we'll go over that here in a second. So you can close them all. Now inside this, we have three selections at the bottom plus the plus. Obviously the plus, pretty common sense. Open up another browser, open up another window. So going from left from right here, this one is sync tabs. So this is going to show you your other devices and what's synced on the other device. So you have access to all your other devices that are on, mind you. You can't be off. So I have a couple other Samsung devices. They're off, so I can't access the websites. But if you leave them on, like a tablet or another phone or whatever, you can actually access those with that button. Okay, middle button, we've already talked about that. 12 sites, 12 windows that are open, okay? And then the right one is incognito. Samsung browser, verify your identity. I can put my password in or my fingerprint, and it's going to work in secret mode. So let's secret mode setting. Set a password. So you can use a password to get into it. Open links from other apps in secret mode, change mode. Open it with your face or fingerprints. Allow screenshots, that's important. So reset it. So what actually is secret mode? Secret mode is just not keeping track of things on your phone. So this is not keeping cookies. This is not keeping data on my phone, favorites, stuff like that. Now, this is not one of those that you can go and browse everywhere and your internet browsing host can obviously still tell where you are. This isn't a VPN. This is just something secret on your phone, okay? Secret mode. So it's not stopping your ISP, your internet service provider, in checking where you're going. It's just stopping some of the info that's being put on your phone. So I don't use it very often because honestly, there's nothing I'm really being secreted of. And if I do, I'm going to make sure I'm behind a VPN if I do anything like that. So, okay, so that's that one. So let's go back to the regular mode and back. And then all the way to the right is your biggest setting. This is everything. So this is your history, your downloads, your saved pages. I don't have any right now. Accidentally hit that anyway. Add page 2. So if I want, I can add that. That's like the shortcut that we went through just a little bit ago, but not the shortcut. Then we have desktop site. So you want to turn this, as you know, or you may not know, that could be a whole video. When you open a website, it has 2 versions to it. It usually has a cell phone, a mobile device setting, and a desktop site. That's why sites look different. So I can force this. I'll go into desktop and just show you. So now see, it looks much different, more detailed. That's because I'm actually forcing the website, UPS, to thinking I'm on a computer. So that can come in really handy sometimes. So, okay, there we go. Let's go back to mobile site, because I like mobile sites are faster too. They're smaller. They're not in depth. If I want to go with something in depth, I'll use my computer. Add-ons, don't have that. Ad blockers, we have ad blockers. Privacy, light sites, you can turn it light instead of dark. So we'll go back to dark mode. Find on page, obviously setting. You can find what you're looking for by hitting find. Text size, make your text size bigger or smaller. Zoom makes sense. Print or PDF, that makes sense. And read aloud, you can actually have the phone read all of it aloud to you if you want. So you can hit that, set the phone down, turn the volume up, and it'll read the entire web page to you. So that's handy sometimes, I guess. And Samsung Pay benefits, not sure on that one, so we'll skip that. Okay, so that's my brief sort of rundown on the Samsung Galaxy web browser. So I hope you found my video to be helpful. Thank you for being here. Please click like and subscribe to my channel. Leave me a comment down below. Thank you for your time. And until next time, I'm out.